is telling for y'all that y'all really want somebody who is not winning as a person.
Yeah.
Because right now we have typical comic book broken down Peter. He is
Yeah.
doing amazing as Spider-Man,
Mm-hmm.
but he is struggling as Peter
It's a
Parker.
part. Yeah.
Ain't no
No.
assist from nobody. He gotta beg for help. He gonna be working hard,
You know, my
crappy
this
apartment.
y'all about to get y'all Kurt Cobain Peter Parker.
We about to call him Struggle Parker for
Yeah,
the rest of
man.
the time. Hey, what's up? It's Rashad. Antonio, we are, man, it's been so long, the MCU Collective. And we got some MCU news today. Trailer for Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Spider-Man Brand New Day dropped at like 7-Eleven, some stupid time.
Yeah.
Because when I checked it, it was like, oh man, 16 minutes ago. I'm like, it's like 7:25. I'm like, why did they drop at such a random time? Anyway, but yeah, we just want to talk about the trailer. Got some questions to ask, and
Yeah.
also I just have like a very like general, like overall kind of thought about this. And
Okay.
it's this. Is Spider-Man Brand New Day going to be a new direction or a course correction? Because on its surface, this film, from the trailer, from the
Mm-hmm.
limited things we saw from the trailer, it looks like it's trying to revert back to Peter Parker and Spider-Man being known to some people that he wants to be known to. It seems like he wants to keep anonymity
Mm-hmm.
and also be known to like Ned and to MJ.
Mm-hmm.
He's soliciting help from from Bruce and like he's gonna have to tell the Hulk, who is not a Hulk form, that I'm Spider-Man and that's why I'm mutating, you know? Because he's gonna figure out like, okay, like something's going on with this kid, and it's not regular. At the very least, he could be some sort of he might be a mutant, but as we know, he's not a mutant, he's a mutate.
Mutate,
So
yes.
yeah, so like there's that aspect of it. On the opposite hand, this could just be the new direction for, let's say, the next trilogy of films for Spider-Man, and they just want to have this as they as a starting point to launch out to where he's going to be, let's say, during the middle of the mutant saga. So that's just really like that was like the big question I had. As a matter of fact, that is the tougher question for today. Is this going to be a new direction or a
Mm-hmm.
course correction?
Okay. Okay. Um, hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a course correction. I
Okay.
think it's more of a new direction of where we're going or whatever. I think, Marvel slash Sony, but Marvel mainly has said, look here, what happened happened. This is what it is. And and the thing is, what happened in the previous Spider-Man, I can't think of the name, but right now it slips my mind. Which one was that, Rashad? Not
No
Homecoming.
way home.
No Way Home. From No Way Home. Thank you very much. Doctor Strange casts the spell where no one can remember who that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, No one can remember this who's he is. However, in if I'm not mistaken, in the last Doctor Strange movie, which came out afterwards, if I'm not mistaken, it came out after. Check, you can check on that for me, Rashad. Um, He mentioned, Doctor Strange mentioned he knew who Spider-Man was. Now, not so this is where I'm curious to know who's going to know who he is or not. During Infinity Gauntlet and Endgame, especially Infinity Gauntlet, the only people that saw Spider-Man without his mask was Tony, the Guardians of the Galaxies, or whatever. But in Endgame, we all saw that everyone knew who Peter Parker was. The little funny line when he got saved by Captain Marvel, and he was like, "Hi, I'm Peter," and she was like, "I'm Peter Parker. Hi, Peter Parker." Like that line. So they know who he is. Now here's my thing: do the Avengers still know that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, or is it that their memory of Spider-Man during the events of Endgame and everything, he still has his mask on. So they have no idea who this kid is. You see what I'm saying? Like, is there
Okay,
is there a block where they only saw him with his mask on, even when he didn't have the nano mask? You see what I'm saying?
so like to let's just kind of we're gonna say yes. So in their minds,
Uh-huh.
like they don't know who he is, and you are correct.
Hmm.
No Way Home came out before Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, and remember he was
So
talking to America Fiera, and he brought up Spider, what I'm saying, like
did you
Spider-Man because it was
did
a
you call America Chavez America Ferrer?
Jesus
That's
Christ,
funny.
I did.
I pretty
I
yeah
I
yeah
did.
yeah.
Oh my
It's
God.
all good, yo. It seems slightly bigoted, but we gonna let it slide. We
My
tired.
bad,
We are both
America.
tired. It's all right.
Yeah, America Chavez as that. And he brought up that, she said something about, Insect Man or something. He was like, no, there's Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? It was a joke in that reference.
Yeah. Because it made me. I feel like that he doesn't know who Peter Parker is. I
Even though
feel
he
like
cast the spell.
yeah. I think it just went to blanket for everybody, even him. Because
Okay.
that's the kind of how I'm taking it. I don't think
Okay.
he was like nigga I'm gonna know who you are. Like I like it just seemed because and then all the way he did it, how haphazard it was. I don't think he took a whole lot of like care into his craft when he did that.
Because
So
Wong did tell this motherfucker when he first came, hey man,
hey bro,
don't do this.
don't do
Don't
it. That's
don't
such a
do
stupid
it.
thing to do. He was like,
Yeah.
all right, y'all, let's just go ahead and
Wong says, "All right, I'm leaving. I'm out of here." He's like, all right, get my cape. Let's go. We gonna make this happen." And then once again, we saw that Peter did screw this up because he kept saying MJ and this person. He's like, "Would you shut up or whatnot?" So, like I said, I'm just wondering what their memories of Spider-Man is, especially during and
yeah,
before Endgame, because some of
yeah.
them took him
It's
on.
foggy. It's
You know,
foggy.
like
Yeah.
right. So is it like, even though we know that he didn't have his, when he had the the Iron spider suit on, he had the mask was off on a lot of things. Was it for them because of the magic spell that mental block has it where the mask is still on even when the mask wasn't off?
More than likely.
You
Yeah,
see what
there's
I'm
got to be
saying?
some
Yeah,
sort of weird mental thing going on with that.
yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Also, what this so that's one thing I hope is really answered in this. The other thing is, God Almighty, dealing with grief, and admiring from afar. And Peter, right now, in this whole throughout this whole trailer, especially, he misses his friends, but most importantly, he misses his girl.
Well, he wanted that old thing
You
back.
want that old thing back so bad.
Something
So
bad, yo.
something bad. That listen, I listen, Tonio being vulnerable. I think every man has been through something like this. Not even, you know what I'm saying? Even if it was somebody you never got with, somebody you really have a crush on, and you just like, I just want her to notice me. And
what could have
what
been?
what could have what could have been. And I'm not gonna lie. Semi got almost had a thug tear when he was at the party and he was staring, and then MJ's new dude or whoever that was over there.
That was
She showed
Flash.
that was Flash. God damn it!
That was
Oh Jesus,
Flash. That's Flash.
Jesus Christ!
I think he got a little bit thinner. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah, uh-huh.
that's I said, yo, I know that who I think it is. That is Flash
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah. I said, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. That right there. And he misses and wants that old thing back to the point where he has written a letter that he just keeps on himself, explaining what's going on. And it seems now, even too, he's moved right next door to these mofos in the apartment complex just to keep eyes and to feel a part of the whole thing. And you saw at the end where he got choked up when she was like, "Oh, cool, who's the flowers for?" He was like, "Oh, it's a housewarming gift," and she was like, "Oh, you're just a friendly neighbor." And you know the whole tagline, "Friendly neighborhood," and he got friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, yo. Peter wants that old thing back, man, and damn, I want him to get it back. Another thing that I appreciate about this trailer, Rashad, is I absolutely don't know what the hell is going on, what this plot could be, or
Yeah,
anything,
because
because you
it's
have,
like yeah, a lot of stuff
yeah,
going on.
you got my, y'all know how I feel about the Punisher. He got Frank Cap
Boom, 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 boom,
referred,
boom, boom, boom,
boom,
boom,
boom, boom, boom,
boom.
boom, boom, called that. Go home, Frank. You know, called him Frank Castle.
Call that man by his first name, yo.
First
Like,
name. Yeah, you got dealing with Frank Castle. You see the Scorpion back in this. He's in full regalia in this thing. You get a quick semi glimpse of Tombstone in here. You
I don't
see
even remember seeing that.
I saw a little quick glimpse of Tombstone. You see the hand in here. We was
I
like,
was like, I said,
where the
is it?
hell the
I
hand
said,
come
what the heck?
from?
I said, is this the hand or the chase? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Then I remember, you know who
Hmm.
directed the movie? Destin Daniel Cretton.
Yeah, right,
So
bro.
shout out to him for adding
Yeah.
some martial arts to the movie.
So you got the hand up in here. And then on top of now, his powers seem to be going haywire.
Yeah, so
Or what
we got a little on Spider-Man. Spider-Man was it two?
yeah, Spider-Man 2 or that God, that series that arc in the comics that we also saw in a great animated series in the 90s, Rashad, The Amazing Spider-Man, when he was mutated, when he met the X-Men and everything,
We
and
could be
he
getting
and
that.
he was mutating
And they
into an
made it
actual
turn an
man,
ambassador to a
a man
spider.
spider,
Oh, it was
because
so
there
ugly.
there was a scene in this real quick that you see where his eyes are turning like black over. So,
Tony.
mhm,
So like I was watching the trailer in the back right when
mhm,
and Maddie came back and she saw the scene where he was trying to shoot the webs and she
mhm.
said organic webs because there's a scene where like he's trying to shoot up but
Yeah,
he has
nothing. Yes, yes.
no
And
wristlets on.
he's like cocooned up in the webs, and he was, yeah. Hey, I think we may be getting into that, and then too, I think what they're doing is replacing, because we got introduced to Dr. Connors in the last Spider-Man, but that was a Dr. Connors in another universe where he's being replaced in the storyline that we saw in the animated series in the
Yeah,
90s with
with Bruce. Yeah,
Bruce Banner or whatnot, Dr. Bruce Banner. So, man, this is heating up to be something that, and that's what I appreciate about this trailer. If any more trailers ever come out, I'm not watching them. This is the only one I'm gonna watch. Is the beginning.
it's gonna be difficult not to watch the full
It's
trailer.
right. It's gonna be
Yeah,
difficult, but it's just like one of these things where I like the fact that I don't know what's going on here. I don't. I think we see a scene of what's baby girl from Stranger Things,
Sadie
Red
Sink.
Sadie Sink. I think I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm about 90% sure she's gonna be Jean Grey, because they're showing some type of
Containment for her.
containment thing for her, and then you see where, like, that scene when he rips open the tank and it's an old lady driving, and you like, what the hell is this old lady? And it seems like something is hopping from mind to mind to the other people around. Yeah, I can't wait to figure out who the big bad of this whole thing is.
Yeah, because Tramell Tillman, who's in this movie as well,
Hmm. Hmm.
says we facing somebody who, like a foe that we can't see. So
Hmm.
there's somebody doing something on the either the invisible tip or like you said, just on a
Yeah, the mental
on
tip.
telekinetic level that
Yeah.
that they can't really contain or understand. So, dog,
But it seems
bunch
like
of stuff.
mutants are. I think it seems like they're really going to dive into the mutate thing, especially we got what this movie and then the two Avenger movies, and then we're going to be entering the mutant saga, and this is
So,
all setting up for it, baby.
Tony,
Hmm.
how excited was you when you heard none other than the legendary Keith David doing the monologue
Yes,
for the trailer?
yes, yes,
I was like, I know Keith David ain't gonna be in this movie, yo.
yes. He is.
I don't think I understand. We love black people, and we love black people that have been working forever in small roles, random stuff. Keith David, more than likely, has been a part of one of your favorite fandoms as a voiceover, and you
Hmm.
just don't know it.
Hmm.
This man is a consummate professional, and he be working. And to see him in the MCU, oh man,
Hmm.
it just warmed my heart, yo.
And let's not forget one of the best comic adapted animated series of all time that doesn't get the love it really deserves. Spawn.
Yeah, Spawn. He's
He.
also
Hmm.
the president in Rick and Morty, if you guys are trying to
Yeah.
figure that out, and a bunch
Hmm.
of video games,
Hmm.
and just a bunch of stuff, bro. Like
Hmm.
Keith David is that. He's
Yeah.
that guy, yo. Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out to Keith David. But nah, I was real excited when I heard his voice. People thought it was like Jeffrey Wright or Lawrence Fishburne. I said, y'all niggas is dumb. But yeah, it was definitely Keith David's
Hmm.
voice. And it's just, yeah, man. Between that and the couple of small things that we see in the trailer, and also I just love the beginning of it because we just see, even though it's to be honest, it's the Peter that all y'all wanted the whole time, which kind
Hmm.
of is telling for y'all that y'all really want somebody who is not winning as a person.
Yeah.
Because right now we have typical comic book broken down Peter. He is
Yeah.
doing amazing as Spider-Man,
Hmm.
but he is struggling as Peter
As Peter
Parker.
Parker. Yes, Lord.
And for some reason, a lot of y'all identify with that. And
Yeah.
y'all gonna get exactly what y'all been wanting.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Uh,
assist from nobody. He gotta beg for help. He gonna be working hard,
you know, my
crappy
this
apartment.
y'all about to get y'all Kurt Cobain Peter Parker.
Oh my God, he gonna be losing his powers. So we
Hmm.
gonna see struggle. We about to call him Struggle Parker for
Yeah,
the rest of
man.
the time. Struggle Parker is here, and I hope y'all appreciate it because you already know Kevin Feige ain't gonna have this nigga struggling for so long. Because we gonna we need a well adapted and adjusted
Yeah.
Peter before Secret Wars.
Yo, because we are about you're right, because the previous Spider-Man movie, he's always still been upbeat. Upbeat,
Yeah, yeah.
happy-go-lucky kid. Even in the last one, it wasn't till the end when you start seeing like, oh God, he's gonna lose his friends and
Like
stuff
it's like
like
it's really real out here, yo.
yeah,
Like
it's
I
really
can't
real out
manage no
here.
more.
Right. Oh, let me tell you a scene that I appreciated so well, Rashad. At the beginning when he's looking at the live of MJ and Ned and everything. They're at go that way. There we go. There we're at MIT, and he is just like just watching, and he basically was just like he was. It almost looked like he was committing suicide. But I can't take this, and he just falls
He
back
said,
and dies.
"I'm free,
Free
free
falling.
falling."
And the shot I appreciate is the inside shot of his eyes inside the mask. We've never seen that in the Spider-Man
Yeah,
where
yeah,
we
yeah.
get
Someone
the
was like, "Oh man, that shot threw me off, yo. How's it gonna be that big?" I said, "Come on, bro, you got it. It's not real. None of this is real."
it's not
But
real,
it
yeah.
because just to see his sad ass face in
Yeah.
it and knowing it's not a heads up display to me, like it was a very like imaginative
Hmm.
take on him falling. And we actually could see his expression. Oh yeah, that was a good shot too.
Yeah. And another thing I appreciate too, this is coming out after Daredevil comes out. So we're going to see because you see the mayor, you see somebody in there giving him a key to the city who was also in Daredevil. Also on top of that, along with Frank Castle,
That was
yeah,
her.
yep,
Yeah.
along with Frank Castle returning, from Daredevil. Apparent Daredevil himself, you know what I'm saying. Matt Murdock is going to be in this as well. So somehow, I think, or another, right now, after we're done with Daredevil, somewhere vigilantes are going to be accepted once again, because once again we all know that Kingpin is ultimate trash. Oh, is ultimate trash, and you
Yeah,
know,
I'm kind of glad that they are not trying to shy away so much from what's going on
uh-huh,
in New York
yeah,
because in order for all the stuff to be happening in the city, like Vigilante Task Force has to be disbanded
yeah,
for it to make just a tad bit of sense.
yeah.
And and I'm glad they're actually talking because by the end of the real question is, are we going to get the Frank Castle special presentation before the movie or after the movie? That's what I'm
Okay.
really curious about. Or are we going to reintroduce Frank via post credit so he can be out and about? Because for some reason, people like he not even gonna be in season two. So for him just to be out and about in Spider Man, and
And
Spider Man
Spider-Man knows who he
is
is.
aware of what's going on and
Yeah.
what he's doing, it's like there has to be some sort of like logical connection to that. So I don't know, man. There are some good questions that still need to be answered. Of course, those won't be answered until they actually show us the
Hmm.
series, special presentation, and movie.
Hmm.
But no, that's a real good question, though.
Yeah. I mean, I am so excited for this. I also want to do this. I want to give a shout out to the whole cast, but especially to one Zendaya. Baby girl, get that money this year.
Yo,
Baby girl, get
banner
that
year
money.
for her.
Get that money this year. This lady is going to rack up in three box office blockbusters, Rashad, this year. And some of y'all are like, what? First is going to be Spider-Man. After Spider-Man, it's going to be daggone The Odyssey. Okay, that comes out what, November, October, if I'm not mistaken,
Odyssey
Rashad.
comes out in July,
July, right? So in one month, just about within a month,
and
she's
within
racking.
2 weeks of each other. So
Yeah,
Odyssey
she's
comes out
racking
July
up.
17th.
Hmm.
Spider Man
Then
comes out July 31st,
and then and then of course Dunes Day. She's coming out with Dune on December the 18th.
and she has another movie
Yeah,
called The Drama. It's
yeah,
her and our favorite Robert Pattinson, who's also going to be in
uh,
Dune
yeah.
Part Three, as a very pasty man.
Oh, and I
Um,
almost forgot too. The third season of Euphoria that's coming
I was
out.
about to mention that
That
too.
this young lady is racking up this year. Get your money, baby girl. Get your money.
Exactly.
Get your
Yeah.
money. Yo, for real.
Yeah.
I
And
like
and and then the drama is going to be an A24 film, so you know some weird stuff is about to be happening
yeah,
in that
uh-huh.
joint. You know how they do. They
Yeah.
trying to traumatize folks over there at that studio. So nah, man, like banner year for her. Yeah. Cannot wait to see what she does because Zendaya does a really good job when
Yeah.
she's out there. So shout out to
Hmm.
her.
Yeah. Um, I, that's all I got, man.
Me
This is just
too,
a quick.
man.
This ain't nothing but a quick emergency pod. Just our initial thoughts, and our initial thoughts, and not necessarily reaction, but just our thoughts on what we saw when we saw the first trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm just we got two amazing trailers back to back days. Doom, then this, and ain't no telling what the next big trailer that's going to be coming out. You know what I'm saying? That
I
we're going to
mean,
see.
you already know the next big trailer gotta be.
What's that, Rashawn?
It's gotta be Doomsday.
Yeah.
Cause at this point we already got
Mm-hmm.
Doom. Okay, so I was on Threads. Shout out to Threads as
Mm-hmm.
always. And this morning, was it this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this morning I was like real quick. I posted the thumbnail picture I made for the Dune 3 reaction I did. It's just
Mm-hmm.
pictures of Zendaya, and it's a damn good shot. Like the cinematography of Dune 3 is about to be so amazing.
Yeah.
So I posted that one and I was like, Disney might be in trouble. All I wrote, that thread is now at around, let me check, because that hoe was booming.
At the current
And
moment of
at the
recording.
current moment, of recording, that thread is now at basically 85,000 views,
Jesus. Oh,
over
I got.
1,200 likes, 130 comments.
I'm gonna let you know they are. You want to know how they really are in trouble? The last 3 weeks of the year, Doom brought out IMAX. You won't
And
be
that's
able to.
and and
You
and
won't be
and,
able to
and that's
see
some,
Doomsday in IMAX until the beginning of the year.
and that's what niggas is not understanding. And like
Yes.
and I just put that because I'm trying to really see like just how I just threw it out there because I to be
Mm-hmm.
honest, I thought it was gonna be a throwaway, it wasn't gonna pick up no traction. And
Mm-hmm.
then I started getting the posts of people just being mad and trying to troll. But I really
No.
had time today, and I was really going back and forth in the comments with some people because
Damn.
yeah, that's how I felt. Like I did not care. Like, yo, you gonna tell me something? What you just blabbering on about? I said, nah, bro. If you don't like what I'm saying, get off my thread. You goofy. What you
Yeah.
talking about? Like, stop being goofy. You don't like
It,
it, go away. You not
it,
even gotta be here. This my thread. What you talking about?
but
Cause you
it's
was like you
it's it's common sense, yo. Like
yeah,
they
if
are.
it Tony, right? Tony.
Mhm.
And I'm like, look, somebody was like, yeah, Dunesday gonna make between 1.8 and 2.3, and Dune's gonna make 870 and 950. I was
Mhm.
like, Doomsday might make 1.5. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty cool with that. And people's logic is just dumb. And I said, look, yo, I said, Avengers not gonna be in IMAX. And like I said, I already said that. And then if you
Yeah.
smart, you already know that the first week box office in America is usually the most important week. It sets the tone.
Yeah.
Even though it's gonna be over the holiday season, they're gonna have time to, build word of mouth
Yeah.
and all that stuff. But Doom Part 2 made almost $900 million in March.
Yeah.
Why don't you think that they're not going to be able to replicate that during the freaking holiday
Holiday
season?
season.
So
Yes.
like so people was not really understanding it. People say, "Oh, Marvel's going to get their money." I'm not saying Marvel's not going to get
No.
their money. I'm just saying that Disney may be in trouble. A
And
lot of people,
also, let's call it what it is, man. For real. Doomsday is a highly anticipated film. We all want to see Doomsday because we can't wait to see the direction of it. Doomsday might be the third, or better yet, the fourth, maybe fifth highest grossing film this year.
bro, who you
And that says a lot.
telling?
And for y'all listening to this, and y'all can call, hey, what the hell the fuck you talking about? Listen at the movies that's coming out. Odyssey, Doom. Listen, and y'all are taking for granted. Mario Brothers is coming back out. Do y'all remember what Mario did? And you got a sequel to that with the kids and
Mario
everything.
did numbers, and I
Now
hated that
Mario
movie.
Mario did ignorant numbers. Like they had and what's her name? Ann Taylor Taylor Ann Joy, whatever Ann Taylor Joy, I'm saying
Anya
it wrong.
Taylor-Joy, yeah.
Anya Taylor Joy. She was on Today's Show today promoting the movie because I think it's coming out not this week but next week. Yo, like, and I love
And Spider-Man.
it's right in Spider-Man too. I love the MCU. I love like Doomsday. Doomsday may inch past Spider-Man, but it might not because Spider-Man's going to have a head start coming out in June. In what June 3rd? What June 30th? Or whatever June 30th?
Spider-Man,
Yeah, Spider-Man.
July 31st.
Okay, July 31st. Excuse me. So they have a head start with that, and Doomsday is going to have to fight against that. Mario, Doom, come on, man.
Yeah, and people are also underestimating just how much money that the IMAX makes because
Yeah,
the tickets cost way more.
yeah.
So that all that revenue from having that large screen format
Hmm.
is not going to be there. So they're going to have to wait for IMAX. Because here's the thing, like I don't even go
It,
ahead,
I'm
Tony.
sorry. And don't let Project Hail Mary become a word of mouth great movie. Don't let this movie
I'm
become
just
great.
saying, like that
If
that
this a
could.
word of mouth thing, cuz I'm sorry. I can't
Oh,
wait for the
Tony, Spielberg come out this summer too. We got Disclosure Day.
yeah, yeah.
Like so this and that got us
Spielberg is the king of
and that
coming out.
also has a pretty much star-studded cast. So that like so there are some things that can easily happen this summer that
Yeah,
can have Disney like, man, we overhyped ourselves. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like we was overly ready to do this and
Uh-huh.
put the countdown clock. And niggas is like, yo, somebody's got to change that date. And I'm
This,
telling you, it
yo,
ain't gonna
this
be Warner Brothers.
this is what's so crazy. Warner Brothers with Disney with Doomsday came out and said, "Hey, we coming out December 18th." Warner Brothers with Doom basically, for all intents and purposes, said, "Oh yeah." They put their meat on the table and said, we coming out the same day. What what you gonna do?" Oh, by the
And
way, we bought up all the IMAX for the rest of the year. What
mhm.
you what you gonna do? You
Yeah,
got a Kia Colombian Bam Bam under your car.
underneath the
Your
car.
car. The cops are coming. What you gonna do? That's basically what you gonna do, man. And and on top of that, a lot. Even though Doomsday is highly anticipated, there's still a sect of people that are still kind of like over the MCU. And I mean that, you know what I'm saying? That's like because some of them are going to go into this and be like, some people say they don't want to, they're not going to watch it because they're like, I'm not up to date. And now you got shows added. You know what I'm saying? You got shows added into this. I don't have Disney Plus type stuff like that. So people aren't, you know what I'm saying? I just like, yeah, I'm cool on that. When you got these other movies that are coming out that are like cultural phenomenons. And I'm not trying. I think if Doomsday was at any other point of the year, it's a cultural phenomenon. If Spider
Yeah.
Man was coming out Memorial Day weekend, and then Doomsday came out like in what July or something like that, or Spider Man would have came out earlier this year, and then Doomsday came out in July. Okay, but no, man, it's just I'm sorry.
Nah, it's definitely one of those things where they, but I can't even lie, like I like it though.
Oh yeah,
Like this
survival
this
of the fittest, baby.
like this is gonna be a good just a good like dog fight. Like
Hmm.
who really gonna survive this joint?
Right.
And I'm just, yeah, man.
That's
It's
all I'm saying. And hey, you
it's
never
so
know.
good.
Doomsday may end up being the best movie out of all of them.
Yeah, or it may not. We don't
It may
know.
not.
But
We
like,
don't know.
but like the fact that like Disney has the potentiality
Hmm.
to have miscalculated this
Hmm.
is not like some sort of far-fetched conclusion that we're trying to
They,
make. Like it's
Rashad, they didn't read the room, and they didn't read the room, and they are going in their hubris and arrogance. They're going off the strength of the MCU, the brand of the MCU, and also the brand of the ears, which is Mickey.
yeah, because like
And
I'm just making sure that we get this straight. Because like as I'm like from what I'm seeing, like basically Doom's gonna have in America like exclusive IMAX
yes.
for the first weekend,
Hmm.
and they'll have like limited showings for um for Doomsday internationally.
Hmm.
But like I
I give
said at
I
the
give you a
jump,
better I give you a better thing to let you know what this is gonna be, Rashad. I live in Maryland right now, but back home, Portsmouth, Virginia, my favorite theater is the Commodore Theater. It's only one screen in the Commodore. I bet I will put my money on it. Commodore is going to show Doom. They're going to show Doom. They're not going to show Doomsday. I put my money on it.
yeah,
They're coming out the
that's
same day. I put my
yeah,
money on it. They're going to show Doom.
it's gonna be crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
that, yeah. Like I just how this is setting up this for that is just very just a very interesting case study. And like,
Hmm.
and I was like just going through the thread and listening to people talk. And I said, I really wonder because people like, oh, they gonna like they gonna move to another date. I'm like, because we have because oh, here we go. It's a yeah, because Disney got the new CEO and he's gonna do what's the smart thing to do and he'll move the date. I was like, I really wonder if ego and is really going to come into play in this because we already know how big rich companies, wealthy people do. They like, yo, like we set a date, we're not gonna move our date because we are who we are. They made it, people trying to like argue me down, like, no, they gotta have to move. I said, I didn't say the smart business move.
Right.
I just said because they don't want to look like they a bitch out here. Like that's
Yeah.
really like that's and that's what I'm saying. Like we playing the most ultimate game of movie chicken
Hmm.
ever. I don't think there's ever been two movies that came out on the same day. Well, like I said
Of
before, that Venn diagram is damn
uh-huh.
near an eclipse. Like
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen this before in my
And don't even
44 years of living.
and don't say Barbenheimer
Those are
because
two
we're
different audiences.
two different audiences, whatever. This right here is the same audience. If me and Rashad was in charge of Disney, we're smart. We're gonna be like, you know what, Doom, y'all got it. We're gonna push it all back to Christmas Day. We'll
I
push it back a
nah,
week.
I'd have been a real hoe. I'd have moved that hoe back to
Beginning
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, I might have would have done the same thing.
I would have had Thanksgiving and would have
Uh,
rolled that thing right on
right
out
up
to
out.
like my birthday. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah,
like just
you're
because
right. It makes
you
sense.
would have been unopposed. You'd have had the cycle. You would have had the news cycle. You would have
Mm-hmm.
been in the zeitgeist.
Mm-hmm.
You would have been A block. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd have
Mm-hmm.
been no, we've been 1A for everything. But now you
Mm-hmm.
got to share it. And not only do you have to share it, but because it's there,
Mm-hmm.
now you're gonna be like, okay, I got the best comparison for this, and then I'm done.
What's the
You know what they like right now?
what are they like?
Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama. And Wembanyama right now is Dune, and Chet is the Avengers
Because they're the same person, but not the same
but
person.
not the same because Chet came in the league, they thought Chet was gonna be it. Chet
Mm-hmm.
got hurt, had to take
Mm-hmm.
the whole year off, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's getting his game back.
Mm-hmm.
When Wembanyama came in the league, wasn't no, they said, oh yeah, he's good, but he's from France, he's soft.
Mm-hmm.
And he been bullying niggas. And
Mm-hmm.
now his game is ridiculous. So he looking like, oh nah. And not only that, he looking at everybody else like, I hate y'all, and I'm the best player here. That's how WB feels, especially after last year.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, yo, they ruled box office last year.
Yeah.
So they gonna come in this year like you would with your phallic example and really lay it all on the line because
Mm-hmm.
and anybody gets sold maybe to
Mm-hmm.
Paramount, they don't care.
Yeah.
They are going for it quite literally, and
Mm.
they're not backing down. So everybody talking about, oh, they're gonna change. Ain't nobody changing
Not changing.
nothing, and we're gonna sit there and have to watch
Right.
both in the
And
same weekend.
I just want to say we're not saying that that's the smart thing to do. We're not saying it, but this is basically a pissing contest.
Thank you.
And to quote one Forrest Gump, that's all we got to say about
Yeah, bro.
that.
Ah man, we appreciate y'all. You go back on the channel. We dropped a bunch of stuff last couple of days. We got
Yeah.
if you watching Paradise reviews is up, bro.
Hmm.
Paradise is up. You know what I'm saying? Watch
Hmm.
Paradise, great show. Also, did a review for the trailer reaction to Doom Part 3, Marty Supreme in Space. Also, our what else did we review, Tony?
Um,
I think that's it for now.
that's all we did. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. We also did our Oscars review.
Yes, the
Did
Oscars
our
review.
Oscars
Yeah.
review, which to be
Uh-huh.
honest was really like y'all niggas ain't get sinners enough love. But yeah,
Uh-huh.
then we did that. actually doing pretty decent. So yeah,
Uh-huh.
go back, go back on the channel and check that out as well.
Hmm.
Oh man, Tony,
What's up?
we're not doing this week by week, but Invincible dropped. So
It's out.
yeah,
I feel like Two-Face. Part of me is like, yes, give me more. The
and
other
I'm like,
half
yo,
of
it's
the
too
other half
much
of me is like,
stuff
it's
going
too much
on.
stuff, boy.
Yeah, yo, I done seen
So,
Emergency. Shout out to Charlie at Emergency Awesome. He already put up the daggone the the Easter egg video. So
yo,
so yeah, I'll get
how
to it.
many episodes did they drop? Did they drop?
Three.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I guess
I'll
I'll
get
watch.
to it when I get to it. We'll
Yeah.
just like we'll do a full season review
The
for
older
that.
I get. Okay. Yeah, I
We'll
think
do
I can
we'll,
do
we'll
that.
do a full season review for that. And next week, of course, Daredevil Born Again drops. And
Hmm.
yeah, we're gonna be finishing up the same of that show we watching. Oh yeah,
Paradise.
Paradise. Yeah,
Hmm.
penultimate next week.
Penultimate episode. Yep.
That's it, bro. We really appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Indeed. For real.
Do don't be an idiot, yo. Subscribe. I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you an idiot. Be smart. Subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We do this all the time. It's fun. Have hella fun. All right. Until next
Uh,
time.
Peace out, y'all.